Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of my game dev diary for this roguelike project. Well, it's probably been about 8 hours or so of dev time, me working away since the last video, and quite a lot has changed. I couldn't really think of a good title, and I'm going to change it, but I needed a title for the Trials of Oryx, so after Adventure Time, thought I'd go for Dungeon Time. So I think this probably will change once I kind of maybe put more work into the game, and this kind of is just one of the backgrounds that comes in the Oryx Design Lab sprite pack, so just kind of made it bigger and then added some text that looks pretty rubbish, but I needed a sort of title screen just to have, so it's a bit kind of like a placeholder for the minute, but it is what it is at the minute. And then you click and then it brings you to your hero choice screen. So you have a choice of 3 heroes each time, and their stats are randomly generated, and the portraits as well. Again, that's all from the Roguelike tile set from Oryx Design Labs. So you have a health value, and that divided by 2 is the amount of hearts that you have, and strength value, which gets added to your weapon damage to so that you add that to weapon damage, and that tells you how much damage you do to an enemy. And then your luck, and your luck is used for critical hits, and also whether a chest, the likelihood that a chest will spawn, and whether you get a higher level item in a chest, and things like that. So having a high luck stat is pretty good. And then torches I didn't get to implement, and gold I didn't get to implement into the game, so torches and gold don't do anything, but food is in the game. And when you're outside in the forest, which you haven't seen yet, when you're outside in the forest, when you go from screen to screen, it takes 1 food, so you have to be careful of your food management when you are moving through the forest. So go for the one with the high luck, and you click who you want, and then it brings you into the forest. And this is the forest, so we have a character here who talks to you, and hopefully people recognise that Anchorman quote. Basically just tells you that it'd be wise to explore the forest, but be careful of your food supply, and good luck on your quest. So he only says that at the minute, but I think I'll if I work on the game more, he'll give out different tips and hints, and sometimes he might be able to give you a chest and stuff. So you click, and then you have a choice of exploring the forest or not. So up here is the castle that you can go into, but we'll not do that just yet. This is the forest. So at the minute I don't have a weapon. You don't start off with a weapon, so you can't attack, so you have to pick up a weapon and look for it in chests. But there can be enemies, so it's kind of dangerous as well, and you have to keep an eye on your food. So thankfully I found a sword, and let's have a look at it. It's a level 2 sword, so that's pretty good. The chances are that you're going to get a level 1, but with high luck you have more chance of getting a high level sword, and the higher level, the more min damage, max damage, higher the attack speed and the slash type. The attack speed means how often you can attack, and the slash type, is that what it's called? I think it's the slash type, tells you how far your slash goes. So 4 means that you can see before the slash just stayed right beside the player, but now it actually moves away, so the higher that, the further it goes. So that's going to for different weapons, it's going to like be different speeds, and go out further, and have different slash types. So at the minute only swords are in, but hopefully have like axes and crossbows and things like that, so you can pick up different weapons, make it a bit more interesting. I think the barrels now can drop shields, which are like armor, so they take damage first before your health. So barrels can now drop health potions, shields, or food, or nothing. So how much food have we got? 9 food. So we can't explore the forest too much before we have to head back. And I picked up another sword, so let's have a look if it's any better. No, there's no point keeping it really, so we'll just trash it because it's worse, because it's a level 1 sword. So just keep our inventory spaces free. We have another shield. So that's our first enemy in the forest, and you can see it's just a wee spider, and you can see, well, killed it 1 hit there. I don't know if you've seen there, it was a critical hit. So critical hits are triple damage, and it's just a dice roll basically. And the higher your luck, the more chance you do have of doing a critical. So we've got a scroll. So the only spell that's in the game at the minute is the fire spell. Creates fireballs and scroll level 1. So I'll keep that room that has quite a few enemies into it. So we've 8 food left, so we need to start heading back. And then this is the bottom of the forest with the river. So got quite a lot of shields here, so kind of getting well stocked. Spiders, you see it tells you how much damage you've done. It's written above the enemy when you hit it, which I got implemented in the last 8 hours or so. So I think it's pretty cool, so you can see that your weapons are actually your different weapons that do different damage. You can see the effects they have. So hopefully I can find a level 3 sword, and that'll do even more damage. So just working our way back up to the castle so we can go in. And got a crown. So crown was it? To strength, so our strength increased from 2 to 1. From 2 to 3. So that means we'll do a little bit more damage. And then that's the only other enemy type in the forest at the minute is the wolf. And there's a chest, so I will collect the chest, and it's another scroll, and so that'll be another fire scroll. Oh, did I go on too far, or have I not? Do I have to go right one more? Pretty low on food, I've only 2 food left, so if I don't get this right then I die. Phew, thankfully we went to the right place. I hope this doesn't kill me, this might kill me. Ran out of food, no way. That was stupid because my character is doing so well. So once you die, then it just brings you back to this screen. So we'll start again, and we'll do the same. Quickly explore the dungeon. How much food have I got? 16. So I'll not be as adventurous as last time. That was pretty stupid. Character's doing really well. Just noticed a bug there that I'll have to fix, is that I had that many shields that I couldn't walk through them up through into the castle, which is a bit annoying, but it's easy fixed. It's just have to make them a sensor. So I think I'll just head back to the castle now. You're guaranteed a weapon in the castle, so get in here, and this is the start of the castle, which you should it's just the same room that we used to start off in, but I just put castles around it, and then you get the weapon. So it's kind of like a rush job, because ideally I'd wanna, this is random too, and you have to explore for the dungeon, but I just didn't have time. So we have a luck level 2 crown, and we have a strength 2. Well, I like luck, so I'm going to keep the luck one on. And our sword is a level 1 sword, so it's not brilliant, but so we'll venture off into the dungeon. And our dungeon's pretty much the same since you've seen it. I don't think I've changed it too much. Let's put yeah, I don't think there is anything more in the dungeon from last time. It's exactly the same. The enemies just get their damage written above their heads, which wasn't in last time, and the fact that you can now pick up food and armor and and then also the scrolls. So I haven't showed you a scroll yet, so I'll do it here because this is quite a hard room. So you press Q and you fire fireballs, and that was a pretty low level spell. It was only level 1, I can tell by the amount of fireballs that were created. The higher the spell level, the more fireballs and the more damage they do. So that was a pretty low level fireball spell. So we just need to find, as always, need to find the switch for the stairs, and then we can walk down the stairs and go down another level. Or maybe I'll die. Start attacking the barrels, get more health. So I think what I want to implement next is have more weapons, more spells, and rather than just the crown, I want different items in too. So I think that'll probably be my priority, and then work on another area, I think, fixing up the actual castle bit before you get to the dungeon, and those will be what I'll be working on next, I think. Or if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. I'm happy to implement good ideas, so if you think you have one you'd like to see. That was close to death there. Get through this door. Ooh, can I make it to level 2? Yeah. So I really wanted to get like a boss or like a end game in, where you could like end the game by. Why am I not dying? I thought I would have died, but oh, I died there. I thought I would have got time to put like a boss or some sort of different thing when you get down enough levels, but unfortunately I didn't. I think I'll go for the health 6 guy, and fortunately I didn't get a boss in, so that's something I want to do as well. Have more different enemies and make the deeper going as you go deeper into the dungeon, and you see different things. Kind of want to get enemy levels implemented as well, because the level that weapons are generated off is simply, pardon me, a number, and then I haven't got it implemented either. There's a lot of things I haven't got done. That the level would obviously increase the deeper you go into the dungeon, so you'd have chance of fighting better weapons, but then I'd like to have it where you have a chance of the enemies being harder. So I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I will include the link to the game as the state it's in now in the description. Please, if you have any suggestions or things you'd like to see, leave it in the comments. It's nowhere near finished or where I wanted the game to be, but it's a start, and the majority of the basic mechanics are in, and if people like it, then I'm happy to keep working on it, or I have a few ideas for a few more games, so I might start making one of them if feedback for this isn't too positive and it's not really going anywhere. So please do let me know if you have any feedback or comments about the game. Probably not make another video until I'd say, well, I might get one in just after Christmas before the New Year's, but I don't think I'll be able to get too much time working on these games until the new year, so will not be too much, but I will be checking the comments and seeing if anybody has left any feedback. But yeah, all it's left to say is happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and hope you have a good new year, and thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.